The boss. Okay, I'm gonna just play the video and then we'll go ahead and talk about it. Okay, y'all ready? Hold your breath.
It's such a beautiful day. Me waking up from a nap, I just realized BBL DRIZZY called his mommy on me. He shared their text messages between each other. Cupcake Drake, tell your mama you stayed out past your curfew, white boy. You wanted to hang at the park with the niggas, smoke weed with the niggas while we washed our old school Chevys. White boy, you got a Chevy, white boy? I doubt it. But anyway, big nose. Big nose. Boy, you had 25% body fat with a carved out 6-piece. Stop. We know what time it is. That shit costs 40 bands. Stop. But tell your mama, well, in Miami, we say old girl. Tell your old girl she a beautiful lady. I told you that before, and I meant that. But you tell your mama, white boy, you stayed out at the park too late. And you can't call her when you get in this shit. This shit too deep to call your mama, white. He's a life. I might write a song today called Who Knows? Who knows? One thing about, I'm going to say this. You niggas with them BBLs, you niggas, I'm speaking specifically to you niggas with BBLs. If you got a fake body, you got a fake mind, nigga. Leave that shit to them cute bitches walking around in YSL heels. Not you bitch niggas in OVO. The pastrami posse. It's such a beautiful day. Me waking up from a nap, I just realized BBL DRIZZY called his mommy on me. He shared their text messages between each other.
Okay, I apologize. I had it on loop, you guys. Do we think that Drake got a BBL? Specifically, I know Rick Ross is probably kidding about the BBL part, but do we think that he might have had, the abs done? A little liposuction, nip and tuck. Now, they said this is allegedly when he got it done. Now, Drake does work out and stuff like that. However, we did see like a drastic change all of a sudden. And it's been rumored that he did, get his body done and stuff like that. And remember, Megan Thee Stallion had put in her song Hiss. She said, these ninjas hate on BBLs, but be walking around with the same scars. Real curvy, no edgy. Ninjas fight to get in my section. Don't speak on my body count if it ain't worth coming back for seconds. Cosplay gangsters, fake ass accents. That was definitely about Drake right there. But then I asked y'all, can men not have plastic surgery? Can we not get plastic surgery? Because once I make it to Hollywood, I already told y'all, once I make it to Hollywood, I'm going to act fake and pretend like I don't know y'all, right? But I might get a little work done. I ain't lying. Now, I'm not going to get, extreme work or anything like that. But, I might get a couple of surgeries. I ain't going to lie. Because, the image and everything, and Drake is the light-skinned pretty boy. He got to keep up with that compared to somebody like 50 Cent who can, be ugly and, but Drake has to uphold the image and stuff like that because, yeah, that's Drake. Now, they did say Rick Ross had the lap band done. I don't think Rick Ross had the lap band done. He could have. He could have. But, his weight go up and down. But... And Drake called him out. Remember, Drake had released the text message, and Drake mama was all like, "Obs on the internet. The internet is saying you got a nose job. You look the same to me in the kitchen today. I can't believe you would get one without me, because I always wanted one. Don't tell me that you got tattoos without me, and now this too." Because his mom, I don't want to talk about nobody mama, but his mom has the mama and the daddy got a prominent nose. I won't say big nose, but a prominent nose. Their noses are really prominent. Like the first thing when you look at Drake and his dad, Drake's dad and Drake's mom is the nose. You see that nose. It is yeah. So Drake replied back, he said, I would have got us 2 for 1 deal. A 2 for 1 deal. It's coming from Rick Ross, the guy I did songs with. He's gone loopy off the Manjaro. And you know the Manjaro is the shot that people get to lose weight. You know, they taking that diabetes medication. He hasn't eaten in days and it's turned him angry and racist. He's performing at proms for money. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Drake's clapback right here is funny. Performing at proms for money and it's bad. Don't worry, you'll handle it. Yo, so if you guys don't know, over the weekend Drake had released this diss track, but I'm still confused because did anyone confirm if that was actually Drake's real diss track? Because you know now they have the AI, and Drake hasn't said like, yeah, I did it. I know DJ Academics was talking about it and stuff like that, but no one confirmed if that diss track was actually real. And so the reason why Drake even did that diss track because Metro Boomin and Future just released the album, and The Weeknd threw shots. I already knew about Kendrick Lamar and so many other people threw shots at Drake. So he had this diss track and it leaked. And I'm all like, who still does the leaks, quote unquote? And you know, with Aubrey, aka Drake, he gotta get his ghostwriters together. He don't write nothing that quick. So you telling me somebody did a diss track on you on Friday and you already had a diss? Nah, your ghostwriter don't write that quickly. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Right, Joyful, I agree. Calling him racist is a stretch. And you know, and let's talk about it. I think the reason why Rick Ross is calling him white boy and stuff like that, because Drake has this image and he's trying to come off hard. I mean, how many thugs do they have in Canada? Now listen, Canada, I love y'all. I love maple syrup and I love Canada, right? Never been there, but I love our Canadians. And don't you know, right? But how hard are you coming from Canada? And he got this image that he's upholding. And I'm all like, is this actual Drake? Just like I don't like when Drake has his son looking black. Nah, I know. Shut up. Hold on before y'all come with me. Come at me. But I feel like he tries too hard to make that little white boy black. You know, I just feel like with the braids and everything like that, I just feel like let that little boy be that little boy, you know? We know that he got some, 2% African in him, you know? But let him be him, you know? I just feel like it's too much. What surgery you getting done first, AT2? I think I'll get like the liposuction. Now, I wouldn't get the etch sketch abs or whatever. I wouldn't get that done because it looked way too fake. I don't want to be looking like Charles and Miss Netta. They look horrible. I wouldn't want to look like that. But a little liposuction, take some of the fat out. But how rough and tough is it in Canada, And here's the thing. I'm pretty sure Canada got hoods and stuff like that. Toronto is like they big city and stuff like that. But I just feel like with Drake, he's trying way too hard to be hood or obtain this image when you were an actor, in a wheelchair. He was the one who got pow-powed and he was in the wheelchair. That was like a storyline on Degrassi. I see some of y'all bring it up. I just feel like he's trying way too hard. That's like me getting on here and I'm full black. Well, I'm like, 12% European or whatever, but I'm like full black, what they would consider black. But I grew up in the Valley. Like that's like me portraying to be like some kind of tough guy and shit like that. I can't. Oh, and make sure y'all get them likes up too. What the hell? But yeah, that's like me portraying to be like some kind of tough guy. And y'all knew I grew up in the Valley. Now, you will get cussed out. Don't get me wrong. You'll get cussed out. But I ain't going to be like, oh, yeah, I'm going to get my 9. And nah. If I did that, my family would be all like, who the fuck is this on camera? We don't even know this person. And so I feel like the reason why Rick Ross, going back to my point, the reason why Rick Ross is calling him white boy and stuff like that is because he's trying too hard. And then even Megan said with the fake accents. They don't talk like that in Canada. Have you ever heard a Canadian talking? They have really specific define accents when they talk. It sounds like maple syrup. But anyway, let me talk about the nose job. So they said Drake got a little nose job. Now, I will say this. I don't think necessarily he got a nose job. I think there's other things that people can do. And this is what I mean by that. I don't know if you guys know, but you can get Botox in your nose. Yes, you can get a little Botox and it can define your nose. But if it's not Botox, I think honestly, it's just makeup. I think he probably gets what y'all call it, y'all? Eyelid too. Oh, you said an eyelid too. Okay. Okay, Angela said I think he just grew into his face. But I think it's either the Botox or I think it's a little makeup, to more define the nose and stuff like that. What the hell am I trying to say, y'all? Thank you, Angela. Contour. I think he got his nose a little contoured and stuff like that. Now, when I said I make it to Hollywood and I start acting a little brand new and stuff like that, yeah, I'm gonna have me a little contour. I'll make sure, the double chin is contoured, everything just contoured and shit like that. I'm gonna be all surgeried out. I'm telling you. Everything gonna be lipoed on my body. Shit, I'm gonna get the back of my knee lipo. I know I'm going to hell, but y'all coming with me. But yeah, I'm gonna get the back of my damn knee lipo. That's how much liposuction I'm gonna have. Oh, the forehead does look shaved down a little bit. Yeah, yeah. Okay, you think they just hating on him? Okay. Right, the before and after, right. You're gonna have the before and after pics too. Yeah, so I still want to know with this Drake diss track, right? Is it confirmed that that was a diss track and it was actually leaked, or is everybody just getting up in arms and the shit's not even real? Now, Rick Ross did respond back on a record. He did release his own diss track, so I'm all like, okay, possibly it could be real because that's why Rick Ross clapped back at him. But I was all like, I don't know if it's real or not. I just feel like one, Drake would have been more upfront with it and just released it and not leaked it out or anything like that. And then two, I feel like his ghostwriters wouldn't have been able to write that quickly. That's how I feel. Unless he got his ghostwriters on retainer, it was all like, hey, I need you to hurry up and write this, blah, 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 because you don't need to be in the studio with somebody to do a record. I've even, my unreleased music, I even had where I literally recorded my vocals on a phone and then sent over the file, and somebody was able to just sounded like I was in the studio. So yeah, you just never know. Thank you, darling. I appreciate that. Thank you. And make sure you guys are hitting that like button. I'm gonna go ahead and play it again for you guys what Rick Ross said to Drake.
It's such a beautiful day. Me waking up from a nap, I just realized BBL DRIZZY called his mommy on me. He shared their text messages between each other. Cupcake Drake, tell your mama you stayed out past your curfew, white boy. You wanted to hang at the park with the niggas, smoke weed with the niggas while we washed our old school Chevys. White boy, you got a Chevy, white boy? I doubt it. But anyway, big nose. Boy, you had 25% body fat with a carved out 6-piece. Stop. We know what time it is. That shit costs 40 bands. Stop. But tell your mama, well, in Miami, we say old girl. Tell your old girl she a beautiful lady. I told you that before, and I meant that. But you tell your mama, white boy, you stayed out at the park too late, and you can't call her when you get in this shit. This shit too deep to call your mama, white. He's a life. I might write a song today called Who Knows? Who knows? One thing about I'm gonna say this. You niggas with them BBLs, you niggas, I'm speaking specifically to you niggas with BBLs. If you got a fake body, you got a fake mind, nigga. Leave that shit to them cute bitches walking around in YSL heels. Not you bitch niggas in OVO. The pastrami posse.
And speaking of Tia, it's funny because Tia, for those of you guys don't know, that's Rick Ross' baby mama. Tia, she actually said she team Drake. She said she don't mess with cops because you know Rick Ross used to be a correctional officer and then he tried to lie about it. But we have photos, records, and everything like that. But going back to Rick Ross, it's funny how somebody like him is body shaming when he fat. That's like me being fat, body shaming somebody. Like, come on now. Like, we really gonna be body shaming somebody? But I mean, he could know, like, yeah, Drake did get, his body done and stuff like that because they were cool at one time. So he probably does know if Drake got, a little nip and tuck done. And this ain't the first time we ever heard this, you guys. Like, a lot of people believe that Drake went under the knife. But, oh, you know what? I didn't even do a poll question real quick. 30-second countdown real quick, you guys. Do you guys believe that Drake did go under the knife? Yes or no? So whether nose job or, he got a tummy, his stomach done, whatever. Do you guys believe that Drake went under the knife? Yes or no? You know what? Speaking of that, didn't Rick Ross like pass out or something like that before? I gotta look into that. But I believe like Rick Ross had like passed out or had a seizure or something like that because like when he was like losing weight and shit like that. Do we think that Rick Ross possibly went under the knife or he on that Manjaro losing weight? Do we think that he had help? Let's say this question. Do we think Rick Ross had help losing weight? Yes or no? 30 seconds. Because if we're going to talk about Drake, we got to talk about Ricky Rozay too. Listen, I guess because Rick Ross, never had a BBL. I guess he don't consider he got a fake mind. But I feel like if if you use the cheat codes to lose weight, I feel like your mind might be a little fake too. So what is he saying? I'm just I'm just throwing it out there, y'all. But you know what? I will say this. This rap beef is cool because here's the thing. I hate it when J. Cole said sorry to Kendrick Lamar and then he actually pulled down his diss track. It was all like, oh yeah, it's whack. I should have never did that. It always seems like we see a lot of the girls fighting and stuff like that. And I'm not really into that, especially when it comes to Nicki and Cardi. I'll be like, oh, here we go again. But this beef right here, I like this shit. This shit is entertaining. Let me put a 1 in the chat if you guys are entertained by this beef right here. Right. I know, and y'all were talking about him eating all them wings at Buffalo Wingstop, not Buffalo Wild Wings, Wingstop. That's what he owns, a couple of Wingstops. True, definitely true. And here's the thing, I don't knock anybody who gets the lap band or the sleeve or anything like that. I feel like if you needed it to help you out, that's what you needed. I do not hate on anybody who got the lap band and stuff like that. I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, you cheating and you did that." I feel like you should do it. I feel like the Ozempic and Manjaro stuff, like we still don't know the long effects because there's a lot of people who've had like issues with that stuff. You know, I think that's going to the extreme where it's all like, "Whoa, you better back off of that." Like I've heard people have intestinal issues, and then um yeah, I've heard a lot of bad stories about that stuff. So, I mean, if you're doing it, just be careful with it. But I'm like, there needs to be more studies on that. Oh, you lost 70. Oh, okay, so we have somebody who has the. Okay, Benita, you did Ozempic. Okay. Did you have any side effects when you did it? Okay, it was the best decision. Okay. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so it was good for you. So you had no intestinal issues or nothing like that. Okay, good. I'm hoping it stays that way. Or and then also another question, Benita, while we on it. So can you have you stopped taking it or you still take it? Like when do you know is the end? You know? Yes, a lot of bad stories, even nurses where okay, here's Benita. Oh, okay. Yeah, because I heard people going to Mexico and getting the drug there. Okay, if it's under doctor's orders, okay, got you, got you, got you. Paralyzed stomach. Yes, that's the other thing I heard. I couldn't think of the word, but paralyzed stomach. I heard that. Okay, follow the diet recommendations. Okay, or if you drink too much. Oh, damn, I can't drink. Okay, I ain't definitely. I don't really drink that much anyway, but I was just saying. Okay, and then you be weaned off. Okay, you get weaned off of it. Okay, cool. See, there we go. See, who say my show ain't educational? My show be educational, and y'all don't even know. How do you have to weigh to? Oh, how much do you have to weigh to use Ozempic, Benita? If you don't mind asking, like not you specifically, but do you have to weigh a certain amount before your doctor approves it? Okay, a maintenance dose. Okay. They probably gonna flag my video and be all like, "He's promoting illegal stuff." It's not illegal, by the way. Oh, okay, Zeep bound. Okay, I haven't heard of it. Damn, they got a whole bunch of different kinds. I've heard of Ozempic and I heard of Manjaro, so they got multiple. Okay, so Rick Ross, which one you on? Okay, cool. And shout out to everybody on Facebook. I see the likes going up on there. Make sure the likes go up on YouTube as well too. Okay. All right, you guys. Well, anyway, we're gonna go ahead and end the show right here. It was just a short little show, but I'll be back a few more times tonight, so don't even worry. But thank you guys for checking out the show. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. I didn't get any Cash App, PayPal, Venmos, or Super Chat, Super Stickers, but you know if I do later, I'll always thank you. All right, y'all. We out of here. Deuces, everybody.